I got a brand new comedy hour, and I'm doing it on the road again. Go to chrisdcomedy.com. We got Burlington, Vermont on July 27th. We got Montreal, Canada on July 28th and 29th. One's the Chrissy Chaos podcast live. One is stand-up at Club Soda, debuting that new hour. Then we got the Brea Improv, August 17th to the 20th. And then we got San Francisco and the Chicago Theater, all at chrisdcomedy.com. Get Tiki Wikis. It is a brand new comedy hour material you've never heard. And I'll mix in some crowd work to try to get seats in the front row and make fun of your nipples. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chrissy Chaos. We are coming to you live from the playground in the backyard of Chaos Manor. We got TiTi Jerry coming on. We might even have a Tampa Tony sighting coming on. Pimp has a cough and 102-degree fever. Oh, there's Jerry. Come on, walk right in. Jerry dressed like Alicia Silverstone from Clueless. This is the new Alicia. This is the if there was a new Clueless movie coming out, this is right here. This is what Stacey Dash looks like now. Right. You look like, you know what you look like right now with that hair? If the Predator went trans.
Your shirt says what?
Real men make girls.
Wow, so that means I'm a real man because I made a girl out of myself.
That's what, exactly.
Hey.
Honestly, the most manly guy I know has tits, and that's TiTi Jerry. Yeah. Now, baby, today is July 4th. This episode comes out tomorrow. Let me ask you, TiTi, on this July 4th, what's the one thing you love about America?
About America? Everything.
You love everything about America?
Everything about America.
Do you think
that goes on, everything that happens.
Do you think you would have
America.
Do you think you could have had a better life in another country, or America's the only country for you?
Well, I only been in America, so I don't know.
But like, what other country?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
What other country do you want to go to? If we can, because we want to do a thing.
Africa.
That's what it is.
Africa.
Yeah, what do you need?
I always wanted to go to Africa.
Oh, yeah, bring me the burrito. That's fine.
Burrito.
Why? Oh, is that pork?
Pernil.
Do they have ones with no pernil? Here, just hand it to me. Let me take a bite. Let me see.
Who bought that? Who bought that?
This is the pernil burrito. This is the pernil burrito, and it's scallion pancake. This is the pernil burrito from 4th, I think it's 4th Street Burritos that they started in the pandemic. They were lowering burritos down in a bucket, and my neighbor, my Dominican neighbor, Chris P. I won't add his last name, but you know, I mean, honestly, if he's Dominican, his last name begins with a P. What's the options? Peña. That's the only options. Let's take a bite out of the pernil burrito.
Pernil burrito. How does it taste? You don't usually eat pork, though.
No, right? I love to pork, but I don't eat it. I'm Muslim, baby.
Females are pork.
Our females? Yeah. Yeah, they're piggies.
The Puerto Rican ones.
This
Puerto
burrito.
Rican pernil.
This pernil burrito. Again, I've never eaten really pernil, but this burrito, Jerry, this is fantastic. Holy shit. You want half of this?
Where you got that from?
They got it from Forsyth, Forysth, however you say that street, Forsyth Street.
When did you order that?
I didn't order it. My neighbor brought it to me yesterday.
Oh,
he went to the city to get them.
Okay.
Wow.
I haven't seen Pimp for a while. Wow, Pimp, how long I haven't seen you for?
I don't know. It feels like a month, right?
A month? It feels like longer than a month.
Yeah, what the hell?
So
and you always have a new number. I don't know if I'm even texting you.
I'm always breaking my phone.
Huh? I got sick at the Pride
Parade. I got COVID at the Pride Parade.
Hey, did you have a mask? You didn't wear a mask.
Hell no.
You didn't have a mask around all
How can you eat
people.
ass with a mask on?
Exactly.
How you could what?
How you going to eat ass with a mask on?
Easy.
Hey, neighbor.
Easy. He could eat ass with a mask on. Just make a hole right in the middle.
Go ahead.
I want to know.
Talking to Mike.
I want to talk about R. Kelly. How do you feel about R. Kelly getting those 30 years? And what was that other lady's name?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
She only got 20 years, and she did worse than what he did, right?
Well, you get more years if you pee on people. That's
Yeah,
what it is, because
I
R.
know.
Kelly was pissing on women.
Yeah.
Um,
Now he's suing the jail he's in because they said they put him on suicide watch.
yeah?
Yeah, so he's suing them.
Now, let me ask you this. If you were in prison with R. Kelly,
Yeah.
would you treat him good?
Yeah.
You don't
I
mind?
mean, I had treated everybody. There was worse people in prison that I was around with.
Right.
And I'm saying they did what they did. You know what I'm going to do? Who am I to judge anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I?
Yeah, who the hell are you to
I'm
judge?
just me. I ain't nobody going around judging people.
You're wearing a weave in your hair right now.
Yeah,
You can't
when
judge
you're-
nobody.
You can't judge nobody.
With my 7-year-old daughter's
I ain't
shorts
God
on.
to judge anybody. There's people out there to judge people. Who are you? Who are you?
It is
Life
interesting.
is life.
Life is life. It is interesting how Ghislaine Maxwell got 20 years for sex trafficking minors and R.
she's
Kelly gets
white.
30. You think it's because she's white?
He's
Is
color
Ghislaine Maxwell
black.
white?
Yeah.
Is Gasoline Maxwell white?
She's definitely white. She's definitely white and rich.
Right.
But you know what? I think that, in my opinion, I believe that, well, I'm not saying that it's bad or whatever, but if he really did take those kids and make money out of those kids, them little young girls, I believe he deserves to be there.
R. Kelly.
Yes.
100% he deserves to be in prison.
Because he could have taken those kids and teach them something better.
Right.
Educate them. You know, he has so much money. Educate those kids or take them towards the right road, not the wrong road, selling their bodies or whatever,
Right.
for sex and all kind of shit like that. He has money already.
Right. So you think
know,
R. Kelly should have
he
been their
did that
teacher?
with little girls just to make more money.
Imagine R. Kelly was your teacher. Hey, substitute teacher, it's R.
Hey.
Kelly. Coming in there,
Okay.
sticking fucking
I mean,
chalk up kids' asses.
I don't think that was right, though. I
It
feel
wasn't
bad
right.
for him doing 30 years because he's going to go through shit.
No, but
being
you
in
told
there,
me as
but
celebrities will not.
Yeah,
Now
they
take us
put-
through celebrities in prison. They get protective
put him in
custody.
a place where it's called APPU. That's if he goes to Clinton and other jails. But he's going to a fence.
So tell us what's the difference between, because you've done federal prison and state prison. So you were telling me this the other day that federal prison is better or worse than state.
It's better.
Why
It's
is federal
much
prison better?
You more laid back. You go. They got vendor machines where you got your own like a little credit card.
In federal prison, they
a
got
little
vending
debit
machines.
Card. Yeah, you take out your own food. You buy your own clothes right there. You don't have to. Families send you clothes. They don't allow two families to send clothes or nothing because they got a store there for clothes with your little card. You take out whatever you want in the vendor machine. You got your own key for your own room. You know, it's not cell bars like the other jail, like the Maxes.
What makes you go to federal prison over state prison? Do you know how they?
High profile cases.
That's what it is.
High profile cases.
So
and,
you
like,
did both, state and federal.
Yeah, but I didn't stay in federal too long. They kicked me out of there and they sent me my ass to a max.
To a max,
Like,
which
get
is
the
a state
hell outta
prison.
here. You belong in a fucking
Which,
max.
you know, that's interesting because you wanted to go to federal prison. You were like, yo, I just want to get those vending machines.
Nah, I didn't want to get the vending machines.
We gave Jerry at Hershey Park 2 weeks ago Dippin' Dots for the first time. He had no idea what Dippin' Dots were.
Dippin'
He was like,
Dots.
is this shit new?
What's Dippin'
Remember the
Dots?
little ice cream balls that you were mesmerized by the Dippin'
and
Dots?
I'm over here looking for the ice cream. And I said, yo, this ain't got no ice cream. Just a little whole bunch of little balls. Where's the ice
Yeah,
cream?
he thought it looked like rabbit shit.
and the dots were the ice cream.
Oh, there's Tampa Tony in the background lurking. You might be able to see him. Tampa T, you want to come on? Tampa T will walk over, so we got about 45 minutes.
Oh, my
Tampa,
God. My man has 3 more months to come out.
Your man has 3 more months to come out,
Yes,
Scar.
God.
We're going to talk to Tampa T about Scar. We're going to, once Tampa T gets over here, we'll talk to him about Scar.
I don't even know if I want to be with him.
What? What the hell happened now? Why don't you want to be
Nothing.
with Scar?
I don't know. Probably it's going to be a headache.
Tell me, being in a relationship is a headache.
It's probably going to be a headache because he's fresh coming out of prison. He's going to want to mingle with a whole bunch of people, and I'm not going to deal with that. With
He's-
them headaches.
So why don't you let him mingle, let him get it out of his system, and then be with him.
Yeah, that's what I'll probably
Let me ask
do.
you a question.
Let him go and have his fun and all that, and bingo and all that. Uh-huh.
I think that Scar. I think that's when Scar gets out. I think that you should at least introduce him to us. We've heard so much about him, and I think
he said he wanted to come out in a podcast and for you could interview him. He could talk about prison and all this and that.
If Scar,
shame about it.
If Scar gets on the Chrissy Chaos podcast, I don't know what podcast would have more inmates on the podcast than me. John A. Light, TiTi, Jerry, Scar.
Who else?
Who has more prisoners? Me, I'm a prisoner.
Who else did you have here that was in prison?
John A. Light, the Italian guy that you spoke to. You remember the episode when you guys were speaking about people that, ex-mafia members that you may have hooked up with that we have to edit out of the podcast?
Miss Pat, right?
Miss Pat, another inmate 4.
Miss Pat was
Remember
locked up?
the black woman? She came on with her kids.
Was in prison before?
She was in prison. She served time in prison for selling crack.
I
invited them into my home.
And John got his hitman.
Yeah, that's John A. Light.
John, yeah. Him.
Yeah.
What's your first?
But there was another one that you had that went to prison. I remember.
Another prisoner?
Yeah.
Who else do we have that's in?
He did time in prison.
Don't say John A. Light too loud in this neighborhood.
No,
the neighbors probably know
he
him.
was in prison, but he didn't do too much time. It was a real short term. Who was
I don't
that?
remember who
was it that
Who?
big guy that was here? I think that he's a rapper or something. He was a rapper.
Oh, Nems.
Oh, Nems.
Nems.
Him, he said he was in prison.
Yeah.
That if you told him if you knew J-Lo, he said no, I don't know because I didn't go to a Max. I was in a county jail.
Right, Nems. Yeah, who we saw at the New York Nico's Tribeca Film Festival debut. Nems came on at the end of it and headlined and did a really nice rap song.
Yeah.
Gorilla Nems, everybody.
Now, what's your first date with Scar when everything settles?
Huh?
Have you
What's
gone on
your
a lot
first
of
date?
dates?
My first date.
Can I just tell you, for your first date with Scar, I'd like to pay for dinner for you two.
Oh,
I'd like to set you guys
that'd
up
be nice.
at I'd like to set you guys up
Wow.
at Burritos on Houston Street. Beautiful Italian restaurant, downtown Manhattan. Great old school classic Italian. I'd like to buy a dinner for TiTi and Scar for them to rekindle. So, as long as Scar doesn't have any weapons on him, I think everything's
he ain't
okay.
got no weapon.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna have a vacation when he comes out because I'm gonna be locked in the room with him like for a whole week.
There you go. Where do you want to go on
So,
vacation with them?
You're gonna have to get another babysitter
Listen.
for that whole week.
There you go, an ass cake.
Listen, La Quinta Inn. If you guys are listening, I would sponsor a room for TiTi and Scar to have a nice romantic weekend at the La Quinta Inns.
Oh, there was people that respond back to me because yesterday I went by the Verrazano Bridge. I went and did a little running.
Oh, you want
And
running by the Verrazano Bridge?
After I came back from Manhattan, and I seen one of those big ships, the cruise ship.
Yes.
And I did a little video, and I said, "Who's the lucky man that wants to take out TiTi for a nice cruise?"
Yeah.
And they started sending me texts that sent comics back. Oh, I want to take you out on a cruise, TiTi. And this other female said she wants to take me out on a cruise.
Really? Well, you should do the Impractical Jokers
Yeah.
cruise if they ever do
But-
it again. That was fun.
They were in the cruise?
I was on the Impractical Jokers cruise in February of 2020, Sal Volcano's cruise, and
Oh, you went on a
I was
cruise?
on it. I've been on multiple cruises. You want to
Yeah?
go on a cruise?
Yeah, I do. I'm dying to go on a cruise. That's my other bucket list.
What about the Staten Island ferry? Would that suffice?
Go in the bathroom with Scar.
Yeah. It literally
have my
is.
little honeymoon.
So you got the Staten Island ferry, which is the big yellow
I don't
boat.
want no Staten Island ferry. I want a cruise where they stop in different islands and get off and go walk around and meet people and
Yeah, but you
jingle
don't
and
want to go.
mingle.
Listen, I've done the cruises to the islands. You get
When was your last time you went on a cruise?
February of 2020. We went to the Bahamas, but they
I was locked up.
when you were locked
I
up.
was locked up.
You might have just gotten out.
Yeah.
You might have just gone out. But when you go on these cruises, what you realize is like you dock at the island, and then you only walk like a few blocks on the island, and it's all makeshift. It's the cruise lines pay to put all the money into the coast of this island, and then if you go 5 miles inland, it's dirt poor. The people are all sick. It's kind of sad. You don't want to go on a cruise. Even going on the cruises is
I'm
just
saying,
tough.
but just being on a cruise is like a big. They got department stores. They got so much shit just inside the ship.
Yeah, but it's like a floating mall. You're just on the water for like days, and you're just going back and forth, burning gas. Yeah, you just want to get off. I think if we're going to go on a cruise, it has to be a destination cruise, but a real destination. I think me and you should embark from New York and take a cruise to London, England, like you're the new Queen of England. I think we should go old school like that, like pirates. Yeah. What, would you do that?
Yeah.
You're already a Heine pirate.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I'll
the new?
do anything in this. I'll do anything.
Jerry loves to live life.
Yeah, I want to live my full life. I mean, I didn't live so much my life fully because I was always in prison. So now it's like I'm ready to do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Try new things. Do anything. Whatever. It could be so dangerous, whatever, and I'm going to do it.
Well, have you guys heard of the new mega jet?
Yes.
Cruise in the sky thing?
So
Why you mean mega jet cruise in the sky?
Okay, so there's a plane. We saw this article the other day. There's a plane that they want to have off the ground by 2025 that it will never have to land, or it'll only have to land like once every 6 months. It's basically like a cruise ship, but it's a plane. So you just stay in the air.
Get out of here for 6 months. You be on the air for 6 months.
Well, no, it'll land and drop people off. It'll land quickly and drop people off, and then it goes back up in the air. So if you can get off at different destinations, but it's just flying in circles. The whole point of it is to just stay in the air and like chill out.
I
it doesn't
not
make any
do
sense.
That shit,
No.
For 6 months, just staying up there in the air.
No.
You might never come back.
And also, won't the terrorists just get so hard for that?
Yeah, they
So
might
mega
shoot
jet.
that shit down.
Yeah.
Or worse.
And I think that, it just feels like, you know, when I go on a vacation, I want to be going somewhere. When you're not going anywhere, like you're on the cruise to nowhere or this flight was just flying around in circles, I don't want that. I want to have a destination.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I want to land somewhere. Yeah. Like I'm going to England in October. We're going to England, and we might go to Amsterdam.
Oh, you going to England?
Do you have a passport?
England? No.
Can we please get TiTi
I
Jerry
got
a passport, please?
I got a passport for all kind of for upstate prisons.
If you are a government worker, can we get
That's
TiTi
my
Jerry?
only passport I have.
Can we get TiTi Jerry a passport and under sex just put a question mark, please? That's what I would do.
You know now that they passed the law that you could, for your license or anything, if you're transgender or whatever, you don't have to put male or female. You could put an X.
So is that what you're going to put?
Yeah.
You're going to put X?
You could put when you sign.
Yeah.
You just could put an X. That means transgender, both, like both sex.
Like an X-Man.
I feel like an X is negative, though. Don't you feel like an X is negative?
That's what they did now. They passed the law. That's it.
I would put under sex for you. I would put guess.
Like, you know when you
That's what I'd write.
You know when you see male or female?
Yes.
You just put an X. There's another box that you put an X. So that means you both, man and female. You put an X.
One of my friends sent me a screenshot. He was applying for jobs, and it asked you what your sexual orientation is. It said like bi, poly. Why would that matter?
Right.
Why would that matter?
Who cares? Also, who gives a shit what sex you want to be? I don't give a shit at all. Here's the thing. I was listening to a neuroscience talk about this. Gender, nobody has a problem when you say I'm a different gender, because gender is whatever it is. That might be actually a construct that humans made up, but sex is biological. You have to be a male or a female, just like everything in the animal kingdom, because of XY chromosomes. So they're just saying the sex, there just needs to be different terms for it. Like, nobody wants to argue. You could be whatever gender you'd like. But sex, that's where the scientists are saying it gets tough, because you can't be. There are very, 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 very rare cases that have a chromosomal imbalance that then, yes, technically they are both, but it's so rare, and that's like a hermaphrodite or something like that. So they were like, that's what is the problem, is the term sex and gender. And those are different terms that people kind of cross-mingle.
All right, so how about if you come across, how you call those people, hermaphrodite?
Hermaphrodite?
No, that they have both.
A hermaphrodite. That's what it's called, hermaphrodite.
Oh, it's called that way?
What do you think it was called, a hermaphrodite?
Hermaphrodite, some shit like that.
No.
How
it's called a
about
hermaphrodite.
those people like that? What would they put down as sex if they have both, like the penis and a vagina?
I think, those people, I think they would just have to choose one, because one of the organs, a hermaphrodite, one of the organs would be working, and the other one wouldn't.
The other one doesn't
So
work?
you could have a penis with, if you had a penis that's
you
what you
ever
peed
seen
out of.
somebody like that?
I did when I was a physical therapist.
No, I'm saying.
No, I swear to God, when I was a physical therapist, I had a patient who was hermaphrodite.
For real?
Yeah.
And what does it look like?
So he was a guy, but I'm sorry, he was a guy. But then when we did, my boss, when I was physical therapist, knew that he was a hermaphrodite and didn't tell me. And this was like 10 years ago. And we went to go do a back exam. And then my boss was like, to the patient's name, he was like, just disrobe. They were like friends already. And when they disrobed, he had a vagina on the side of his leg. And I was like, ah! And then my boss was laughing at me.
Wait a minute, but that's on the side. But I thought like that's right in the middle, and both things. It's like the penis coming out of vagina.
So what happens is when you are a hermaphrodite, every hermaphrodite's
That's what it
different.
looks like.
I have no idea.
Listen.
I've seen that on pictures.
Right. Here's the thing. Let me explain to you. Hermaphrodites are like snowflakes. They're all different. So hermaphrodites, either they have a functioning penis or a functioning vagina, or if they don't have either, then a doctor will the parents will choose one, a functioning penis or a functioning vagina. But your placement of the penis or the vagina, you now can probably get it surgically removed if you'd like. But back in the day, you couldn't. So some people would have a penis coming out of the side of their leg.
Right.
Some people have a vagina coming out of their belly button. It's just in utero, for some reason, chromosomal imbalance, you started forming both sexual organs. But then one dominates, and when you are born, you are more one than the other, and that's the sex that they chose.
Right.
That's what it is. Hermaphrodite 101.
Who was the singer, the artist?
Tampa Tony, sitting down right on cue. Go ahead, sit down.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Papi
take a seat.
Tony.
Can you get out of the seat if you sit down in it? I'll sit in the slide.
Hey, Papi Tony.
Here, you ready?
Wait, hold
on. This is Tony D trying to sit down. You got it? I got it.
Oh, my God, Papi, you're getting old.
Papi's getting old.
Getting old, Papi.
Another mic right here.
There we go. Tampa T, welcome to the podcast.
Getting up in that age.
You're welcome.
Getting up in that age.
I'm getting up in the age. Yeah, I know. Nothing comes up anymore.
Nothing comes up
anymore. Are you sure?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. My wife tells me all the time. What's the matter?
Nothing comes up.
Nothing comes up. Everything comes down, huh?
That's it.
That's what it is. We need fucking what are those chest compressors to get it up? Electric shock.
Why don't you get him a pump?
We should get
one of those pump.
Well, I don't know if he can fit a Viagra pill into his daily doses of medications that he takes.
Have you ever taken Viagra?
No.
Never?
Never.
No. Have you ever taken Viagra?
Oh, I don't take that shit.
A friend of mine's taken Viagra.
I'll probably put it up my ass.
That's what it is. A friend of mine has taken Viagra now, and he says that not only does it give you an erection for all these hours, but it keeps you like you want to just keep going.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I've never tried it. Truthfully, I've never. Pimp, have you ever tried Viagra? Never?
Shit,
you think you ever will?
You'll be walking around
but
24
Blue Chew
hours
is great.
a day. 24
I love
hours
Blue
a
Chew.
day like this. 24 hours a day.
Maybe on the next Chris and Eddie show, I'll just pop a Viagra instead of an edible.
No, let's do Blue Chew. They might sponsor us.
No, Blue Chew doesn't
You'll
sponsor
be on the
anybody
show like
anymore.
this.
What the hell is Blue Chew
You'll
up
be
to?
sitting down in the show like this
Yeah.
all day long.
That's my guess for the show is my erection.
You'd be like Patty Fly Balls.
Now Tampa Tony's up here. From Tampa. He drove up. He immediately got to my house and fell down the stairs. How do you feel since the fall?
I didn't fall downstairs. I fell off your stoop, and I'm suing you. And because now you ruined my vacation.
Yeah, my dad was like, I'm going to come to your house. You got a gym. You got a pool. I'm going to work out every day. And then he immediately fell.
Oh.
Right.
But we're going to get Dad in the pool today. Now, Dad, today, I just want to let you know we're preparing for an invasion of Puerto Ricans. Jasmine's whole family's coming over into the pool. How do you feel? Do you feel prepared for the invasion of Puerto Rico?
Sure. Just hide the silverware.
That's it. Classic dad joke. Classic dad joke. Are you going to eat some pernil today? They're making pernil. You're not going to eat that?
You haven't been in the pool yet?
I got it once. I came out. I hurt my foot.
He went into the pool.
I really can't get up. I can't.
He can't put any pressure on his leg.
I can't put any pressure on my leg and my back.
So once you get in the pool, you can't come back out.
That's it. Once you go in, you never come out.
That's what it is. It's like your sexuality.
See, it's like you and I, Jerry. There'd be a good photo.
It's like you.
You're out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in, so we'll make a photo.
That's what it is. You know what's interesting about the two of these guys is you would think Tampa Tony on the left from Tampa, old school Italian, Italian guy from the Bronx. You would think politically he's one way, and then TiTi Jerry, transgender, in and out of prison, Latino, Latinx, she's one type of way. But then when you sit and talk to them, you realize their policies are opposite. They're fully, he's a freaking libtard. And then this guy, he wants to fucking arm every U.S. citizen and put an electric fence on the border of Mexico. So it's interesting. It's interesting, the two of them. It's been very, very interesting to really just sit down and listen to them. But I think that's what America is just because you're an old school Italian guy that lives in Florida that looks like he's a Republican, you might not be. And just because you're a transgender with a hair weave and you look like you'd be liberal, you may not be. So you can't judge a book by its cover, but that's what Chrissy Chaos is. And by the way, if you want to know what a hermaphrodite is, homeless pimps are hermaphrodite. He's never told anyone.
No, you're not.
No,
Let me see.
If a hermaphrodite was a person, though, because homeless pimp, you think homeless pimp is? You think he's asexual? You don't think he has any sexuality?
No.
No.
Oh,
We think homeless pimp's asexual. What do you guys think? Write in the community. Go to patreon.com/ChristyComedy and tell us what type of sexuality pimp has. Is it asexual or bisexual?
B.
So Tampa T, so today when everyone's going in the pool, what are you going to do?
I'm going to look at the hot girls that are in the pool.
There you go. See that?
So you're gonna be looking at me all day?
I always look at you. I always look at you all day, and I
got my
wonder.
two-piece
And I always say,
bikini.
wonder, what if? I always say, what if? And
Oh
then, and then I change my mind.
That's what it is. Here, in the sun. No, I'm good. You sure?
I like the sun.
You like the sun?
I like the sun.
I hate the sun.
You hate the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
See,
like the sun.
I don't like the sun either.
We're complete opposites.
You are, but opposites attract. Do you think your wife would, or my stepmom Diane would have a problem if you hooked up with TiTi Jerry?
Oh yeah, she'd
She'd be upset.
Yeah, she'd be upset.
Yeah, she'd hit you with a fucking NutriBullet.
Yeah.
This is true.
I think Dad, so far, since we've been here, since we've had you at the house, things have been good, but you haven't been able to see upstairs at all. Do you ever wonder what the upstairs of the house looks like? Or the downstairs of the house?
I do, but time I get upstairs, you probably rearranged it already.
Well, Jasmine, I know. So my dad's going to get we're going to try to get him knee replacements. And then there's a new study on this medicine that's out called semaglutide. And it works for weight loss for type 2 diabetics. So a friend of mine's on it right now. He's lost like 15 pounds in a month, and his blood sugars went down. So we're going to try to get Dad on that. And then I say, how old are you going to be? 74?
That's for
74.
weight loss?
For weight loss, but you got to have type 2 diabetes though, which Pops has. So for weight loss, so I think he's going to be 74. By my dad's 75th birthday, I think he's going to be ripped. I just think he's going to be ripped and jacked.
Either that or dead.
No, you're not going to die.
No.
You're one of those guys, you'll live to 95.
How far you want to
Well-
go? Do you want to do 90s?
I would definitely. I would 90 even more.
What's your reason to live?
My grandkids.
Grandkids. Yeah, that's yeah. There you go. That's a good reason to live.
Yeah.
Good kid. Now, what happens if one of the grandkids grows up to be trans?
Okay, no problem.
You don't care, right?
I don't care.
You'll at least you get the grandson you never had.
This is true. This is
true.
true.
Listen, you gotta love them no matter what.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If one of your kids come out,
Trans?
trans, lesbian, or whatever, you're gonna love them.
Of course.
What
I
if
love that.
your
You know
kid's a
what my
school
father
shooter?
said one day? My father said, I remember, he said, if one of my kids ever come out gay, I'll bury them.
Well,
That's what he
yeah, but
said.
you gotta understand, it's
said-
old school.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
He said, I'll
Things
bury
are
them.
different.
And I remember one time I was walking up the block and I seen him in a corner and I was dressed as a girl and I crossed the street and I tucked down and I went around the other way.
See, and here's
I
how much
started
it's
thinking about what he said.
and here's
I
how
was
much
afraid
it's
of him.
changed. Here's how much it's changed. Now, if it was alive now, your father, what he would do is he would say, if one of my sons came out trans, he would say, I would help him bury his dick. That's what would happen. He'd bury your penis for you because we do it. It's teamwork. and it's parent-son bonding. That's how fathers and sons. A lot of fathers and sons across America are bonding right now. They're burying their sons' penises and hoping it grows into a beautiful tulip pussy.
Well, you can start with me because my penis don't come up, so you can start with me.
Yeah. Do you think you even have a penis anymore? Does it count?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I looked down. First of all, I can't see my toes. Number one.
Yeah.
And then when I looked a little further, I said, "What happened here?"
Wow, he's trans from diabetes.
That's what it is. Yeah, diabetes makes you trans. Yeah, because it turns off your cock.
It shrinks.
It shrinks. Well, whatever. You could work with a little penis, TiTi.
I don't like little penis.
I don't think anybody does. Is there a woman out there that enjoys a little penis?
I mean, in a way, yeah. I had this guy that had a little penis, and I enjoyed that little penis.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, to each their own. Not everybody.
It's
listen,
not all about the penis either. It's about the person's attitude, the way he treats you. The person could have the most smallest penis, and he could be the most beautiful guy in the world.
Mhm.
And you fall in love with him. It's not all about sex. It's not all about penis.
Right.
What kind of penis would you want to suck, Chris?
Dave, baby, not the show, the banking app. Okay, listen to me. This is a new revolutionary banking app. We've all been in a situation at some point in our lives when we're a little tight on cash, like right now because the economy's down. Maybe you could only afford to put a few gallons of gas in your tank because gas is $9,000 a gallon, or you got another save the date and are wondering how you're going to afford a gift because it's very, very difficult to buy wedding gifts for same-sex couples and opposite-sex couples. That's where Dave can help, okay? Diddly Dave is going to help you. If you're living paycheck to paycheck or struggling to make ends meet, it could be really stressful when unexpected expenses come up. Now, Dave is a banking app that can listen to me, Dave, it's a banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. So you sign up for Dave, you get $500 instantly with extra cash. It can help you get that. That's more money to fill your tank, buy a wedding gift, or catch up on bills. There's no interest, no credit check. So if you're in a pinch and need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from future you. Maybe your name in the future is Dave. Download the Dave app from the App Store right now. That's DAVE. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve, member FDIC. Future you is going to thank you. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. I love Lucy. We're all adults here, and I know some of us choose nicotine to relax. That's fine. Or just unwind after a long day. What are you going to do if nicotine helps you? It helps you, babe. Lucy is a modern oral nicotine company that makes nicotine gum, lozenges, and pouches for adults who are looking for the best, most responsible way to consume their nicotine. It's a new year. Why not start it out by switching to a new nicotine product that you can feel good about, okay? I have to read this warning, though, this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. If you love using nicotine, then Lucy is for you, okay? So right now, if you go to lucy.co, that's lucy.co, and put in the promo code chaos, you're going to get a sweet discount. So lucy.co, promo code chaos. Get your nicotine, baby.
What kind of penis would you want to suck, Chris?
If for me, I would like to go. No, I'm not. Listen, I love black people, but I'm just not into. I want to go a circumcised Asian penis. I think is what I'm looking for. Nice circumcised Asian penis.
I love him circumcised.
There you go.
Got to get him circumcised.
Always pleasing China.
Now, always.
10.5.
Now, speaking of pumping, Dad, how are we going to get these gas prices down? If you were president of the United States, how would we get these gas prices down?
How would I get the gas prices down? Well, first of all, I would get the pipeline going.
The Alaskan pipeline?
Get that one going.
Okay.
Go to Saudi Arabia and say, you're giving me what I want, or else I'm going to do charges on you for all the murders.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll drop more sand on you.
And then we'll get all the gas company owners say, what the F are you doing?
Right.
You could take a hit. Guarantee you at the end of this year, they made millions.
100 billions, probably.
Yeah.
Do you ever think it's going down? Do you ever think gas price will ever go down?
Oh, yeah, it'll go down. It'll go down.
Yeah, it'll go down when the world ends.
What I heard?
No.
I heard that in the future, there's not going to be any more gas for cars.
Everything's going to be electric.
All these cars electric, like the Teslas and all that. It's going to be electric, everything.
Yeah. Dad, you think you'll ever drive an
I don't
electric car?
I can't drive a regular car, electric car.
My dad got lost in Florida in his own neighborhood for like 2.5 hours
That was
last
great.
month. He had to call his wife, and
I
she had
called
to
his
come
wife.
get him.
I called my wife to come get me, and she went the wrong way. So I had to figure, we'll make a good couple.
No, she's got a good sense of direction.
Well, she
Diane.
married me. She has a good sense of
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, she has a good sense of guys whose penises don't work. So that's interesting. So we go to Saudi Arabia. We tell them, or else, motherfuckers, you're gonna pay for gas. Okay, I like that. Now, what do you think? What do you think Biden's gonna actually do, though?
Well, if he, hopefully he stops listening to his people in the administration because they gave him way bad advice.
Right.
I think he should man up. I really believe it. Go to Saudi Arabia. Sit down with the man. There's always a price.
Sit down with Lawrence of Arabia and tell him, listen, stupid asshole.
No. You can't diplomat. You got to be diplomacy.
Okay, so what do you say?
So you say, let's make a deal.
Well, with Howie Mandel?
Oh no!
Like, get Howie Mandel over there. Go.
Make a
Go,
deal.
let's make a deal.
If they're charging $25 for the barrel,
Right.
we'll offer you $40.
Right.
Wow.
I
Your dad's a
think
regular
he's
Dick
gonna
Cheney,
do
dude.
shit.
My dad-
Biden
yeah.
is already so old that he's just gonna sit down and shit on himself.
Well, here's the question.
That-
Here's the question. Who would get an erection first, Joe Biden or my dad? Go to patreon.com/ChristyComedy. Write the answers on the community board.
What do you think of Joe Biden's dick?
Joe Biden, I probably think, dude, I genuinely in my heart believe, truthfully, that Joe Biden is being injected with different types of medications and things to make him stay alive. I think if he was not president of the United States, that guy would have been
You think he
dead
would have
5
been
years
dead
ago.
a
100%.
long time ago?
No.
Penis versus penis. Trump Biden.
Oh my God, Trump.
Trump.
I think Trump's Trump's got a 5.
You
I
think
they both
Trump
got
takes
5.
on Viagra? I think he does.
Trump?
Yeah.
You think Trump takes Viagra? No, I don't. I don't know if Trump takes Viagra.
I don't know if he's still sexually active.
I think he is.
I think
Oh,
he is.
Trump
Of
is.
course
Oh,
he
of
is.
course he is.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Prostitutes. Yeah, no, dude. Trump is out there, dude.
Yeah.
Trump's got an
He's doing his
OnlyFans.
thing out there.
Trump, oh my God.
Do you think a Donald Trump OnlyFans would make more money than Cash Me Outside Girl immediately?
I want to see his white butthole.
I want to see his nuts, his saggy nuts.
Long ass
From
nuts.
behind.
Oh my God. With the orange hair down there.
It's interesting because it does feel like even now that there was a big shooting, the cop shot a kid in Ohio, but we don't know the story. He shot him back and whatever, but still cops killed another kid, so no good. And it just feels like that summer of rage is coming again. Yep. It just feels like how it was in 2020. Summer 2021 wasn't too bad, but now this summer of rage is coming again.
And they're all retiring here.
Yes, the cops, that's the thing. In the NYPD, and I'm sure across the United States, all the cops are retiring because they're like, nobody supports the police anymore. So we'll see. We're kind of getting into a place where it might be really, really, really like an unsafe summer. So I don't know, Dad, do you want to just stay here for the summer because we have TT's protection? Or you feel safe in Florida?
I feel safe in Florida with all my Republican friends.
You feel safer in Florida than you do in New York?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
New York right now is crazy. That woman got assassinated with her baby.
That woman, I know her baby dad.
Yeah.
Her baby daddy shot her in the back of the head.
That is crazy.
See, that's the
For
thing.
whatever reason. I mean, maybe they
I
broke
don't
up
know.
or whatever.
Probably jealousy. It's all got to do with jealousy.
Do you think you
Probably-
could murder someone out of passion?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I would never murder nobody.
You would murder only someone. You told me you would only murder someone if they hurt one of us.
Yeah, just the
You would have
kids,
no fear.
like the kids or anybody in my family. I'll have no fear. I'll be no fear. I have no problem going back to prison.
What's the worst thing you've
Besides that, I would never. I would not murder.
What's the
nobody.
worst thing you've done out of passion?
Worst thing I've done out of passion? Create 2 children? You mean what do you mean? Oh, the
That
worst
was
thing.
lust.
Wow.
That
was
was out of
lust.
lust. Yeah. Oh, you mean like well, no,
Like you
I
were
was going to
trying
say
to
the.
fight for a relationship, or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because I was going to say the passion. The kids are the best things out of the passion. Because it was passion.
Right.
The worst thing I've done out of passion. What have I done? You know what, man? I'm not the kind of person who I was the guy who I never actually would lash out at the woman, or very rarely. I would just, cry by myself watching Aerial America on the couch.
You've never like fought a guy for a girl?
No, I've never,
Really?
not once fought a guy, never once in my life, and I never ever will. If it becomes literally, if it's like between, if another guy wants my girl, I'll just let him take her, because as Tony Dees has always told me, you can always find another girl. He goes, you walk 10 blocks, I'll show you 10 beautiful women, one more beautiful than the other. He
right.
told me never to fight over a woman.
That's right.
He was like, it's the most ridiculous thing. It's just all ego.
Really?
It's true.
You've never done anything
I
out of
did.
passion? You've never fought for a relationship?
No.
No. I'm
No.
surprised
No.
you're from the Bronx, no?
Yeah.
They invented that.
No.
Bronx.
Female.
I did. I cut my man on the face.
You cut your man?
Yeah.
Why?
When he was living with me, when I used to live on Stillwell Avenue in Coney Island.
Shout out Coney Island. Shout out the
Shout out
Mermaid
Coney
Parade.
Island. That Mermaid Parade passed.
Damn.
We got to go to
Yeah,
it.
we missed it.
By the way,
I
they're
wanted to go.
going to have a ferry debuting, I think, this summer from Staten Island. It goes from Staten Island to Coney Island and Staten Island to the Rockaways.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your story.
Just
Yeah.
a plug.
Yeah, I cut my man in the face. With
What
a
happened?
knife. Cause he played me. He stood out. He didn't come home like about for 3 days. And I think I said this on the podcast. And
No,
he
tell
didn't
us.
come home for 3 days. And when he came home with a little hickey. So I said, what the fuck, why you all this and that? And I tell her, as a matter of fact, take your fucking shirt off. Take your fucking shirt off. He's taking his shirt off. Well, what you gonna do, man? I said, don't fucking worry. Now take your fucking pants off. And when he was on his boxers, I said, now take your fucking boxers off, motherfucker. He goes, oh no, please. He's crying and all this shit. I'm with the knife in my hand. And I grabbed his dick. And I said, what did you fucking do? And I'm with the knife on his dick. And he's like crying, tears, boogers coming out his nose and everything. And I said, you motherfucker. And I cut him right in the face.
Wow.
With the knife.
Wow.
Nice.
things
Now I know
work
where
out?
Jasmine gets it from.
Huh?
Did things work out after that?
No.
No, they
What,
don't.
happened, what happens after you do that? What happens?
Then we broke up and everything. He left. Then he used to come back home, and then he used to leave, and then he used to come back. You know, I'm like a sucker. I used to let him come in, have sex with him, you
And
know,
you did the Folgers can out of passion, right?
And-
That was...
and let him go.
Was
and
he
everything.
Latino, this man?
But now he's locked up. He's doing 25 life to life.
What did he do? Was it R. Kelly?
He robbed somebody and hurt the person. Well, he says he didn't,
But he did. Do you think he did?
yeah, he did.
But do you ever feel that maybe the stress that you put him under by threatening to cut off his penis made him go out there and do bad things? Do you ever feel any guilt
he
over
said
it?
that I made him go through hell.
I mean, it sounds
Then
like
I
it.
put him through hell.
Has anyone
I
ever
didn't
done
put
that?
him through hell.
Now, has anyone ever done
I
that
was
to
such a
you?
good person. I didn't put him through hell.
You're a great guy. Threatening to cut a man's penis off. Great people. Did anyone ever do that to you? Like, did anyone?
What?
Did you ever get the tables turned? Is what I'm asking. Did anyone ever do that to you, where you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing, and they put the knife at your penis? They put the knife at your throat.
No,
Never.
No.
No one's ever turned the tables on you.
No.
You won't allow it.
no,
Interesting.
No.
Yep.
no.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm a good guy girl. I'm a good guy girl.
You are. You're a good ex.
You know, I'm a very good guy girl. I'll treat my man to the max, to the best. To the best. Especially if I love him and everything. And I will do everything for him, you know. I'll
Right.
make sure his dinner's ready. I'll take care of
nice.
him.
Nice.
I'll take off his shoes when he gets home, rub his feet, you know, let him down, give him a rub down.
Now, are you going to pick up
all that?
Scar from prison?
Wow. It sounds like my dad's life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go pick him up. I'm gonna let him get up by himself and have fun and explore and do what he gotta do.
When you
and
get off, what do they do? When you get out of
on
prison?
the Port Authority,
So it drops you off at 42nd
on
Street.
42nd
So
Street,
no
Port
matter where you
Authority.
are in the state of New York.
Port Authority.
So what if you live upstate though? Like what if you're living
Well,
upstate?
if you live upstate, you're getting off in the Port Authority upstate.
Wow.
Wow. So you got off when you came home from prison 2 years ago. They dropped you Port Authority on 42nd Street.
Yeah.
And who picked you up there?
Who picked me up?
It's like Rumspringer.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, nobody picked me up.
So
I came home by myself.
you remembered how to get home on the train?
Yeah, I came home by myself.
What was the first thing you bought?
The first thing that I bought?
Newport cigarettes?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, a box of Newport. A box of Newport, yeah.
A box of Newport.
Dad, do you
Yeah.
think you'll ever smoke a cigarette in your life?
Nah.
Why don't you do one? You know,
Nah.
why not? Just
I don't-
take a pull.
I don't like it.
You don't
You
like
ever
it?
smoke cigarettes,
He doesn't.
Chris?
No, me?
Yeah.
I smoked cigarettes for one summer
Marlboro?
to try to be cool, and then I tried to get away with it, but I burnt a hole in my basketball shorts, and my dad found out. So I
What
spoke
was it,
Newport.
True story. True
Oh,
story.
Newport? It was Newports?
Yeah, it was Newports. Kiwico. I love Kiwico. This product, as a parent, helps me so much. We did with Kiwico just the other day. We made underwater like volcano eruptions. Me and my daughter and I, we spent an hour making all these different science experiments with the Kiwico kit that was sent to us. It was the coolest thing. Even I was learning like how when you put this chemical with that and this dye with that, we had like these underwater beautiful volcanic eruptions in a jar. We were changing, we were making like lava lamps out of water. We had the best time, and it kept my kid off her iPad for like 2 hours. So it was awesome. Kiwico is projects that you can do with your children that help pass the time. You learn something, the child learns something. They got science projects, they got art projects, kids of all ages or kids at heart like moi, and they include everything you need to complete each project so you can bring it wherever summer takes you. You can bring it. I got 3 of them in the house. We're going to bring them on vacay with us. You cultivate your child's natural creativity and curiosity with new hands-on projects every single month. And it's kind of like, are you smarter than a 5th grader, but with arts and crafts? And the answer is, I'm not smarter than a 5th grader, and I'm not Jeff Foxworthy. As a parent, it can be hard to find creative ways to keep your children busy and challenged, but I'm telling you, Kiwico is the answer. It is awesome to just see your kid not on a device for 2 hours, and Kiwico is the key. It's the Kiwico. Pack summer full of memorable discoveries with Kiwico. Get 50% off. 50% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line with the code CHAOS at Kiwico.com. That's KIWICO.com. Promo code CHAOS. 50% off your first month. I'm telling you, you and your kids are going to love it. America's #1 meal kit, baby. Hello Fresh. I love it. HelloFresh, they got the summer meals. They got the Taste of Summer series that are coming out. They got Old Bay shrimp and sausage boil. They got grilled steak lettuce wraps. They got melty Monterey Jack burgers. I mean, they got whatever you want. HelloFresh is awesome. It's 72% cheaper than dining at a restaurant. It's even cheaper than grocery shopping. That's money back in your pocket, babe. And the plans are flexible, so is HelloFresh. They will, if you're on vacation, you could just send it to the vacation destination. That's my alarm going off to remind me that I got to go order some HelloFresh. And when I do it, I'm going to go to HelloFresh.com/chaos16, and I'm going to get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh.com/chaos16. Use code chaos16. 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. My friend Fuzzy Young made me smoke it, who also did some time in jail. Do you ever know, you ever know Fuzzy Young? I wonder if Fuzzy might have done time
I
with
remember. It rings a bell, Fuzzy, that name.
Greg Young. Fuzzy Young. Shout out Fuzzy Young, who's turned his whole life around. Got a great,
he's
contractor now, music producer. We should get Fuzzy Young on the pod. Old school catch-ups with my boy.
Yeah, might as well.
Great
You have
guy
all
now.
these convers and
Follow him
everything
on Instagram.
your broadcast. Why not another one?
Why the hell not?
Yeah, why not?
That would be cool.
Hey, what can you do? Oh, your phone went off. You all right?
That's all right. It's probably one of my sisters.
One of your sisters just yelling at you. So today we're going to have a nice pool day. We're going to have a nice July 4th barbecue day. And now a lot of... Is that
La
Scar?
vida loca.
La Vida Loca. Ricky Martin, by the way, he's in trouble now for
Why?
I think his ex-boyfriend or something like that, or ex-husband or current husband or boyfriend has a restraining order against him. They don't know where Ricky Martin is. He fled. Remember the house? Remember where we stayed in Dorado?
Yeah.
When we stayed at that place?
Right.
That's where Ricky Martin lives, in
Right,
that little
yeah,
area.
I know the guy
And the
said
police
that.
were all up
Yeah.
in there. Yes, it was on the news.
Get out of here.
Ricky Martin, yeah.
Well, was he still living there? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he still lives there.
In Dorado, yeah.
Yeah. We got to get Tampa Tony to Puerto Rico. You got to see Puerto Rico. He's going to Italy for the first time. This guy's never been to Europe. He's never been really west of New Jersey. He's going to Italy with my stepmom in November, right? Nice. Is it November or October?
It's November.
Well, you got to get the knees fixed before then, because Italy, I don't think Italy has American with I don't think they have any type of Disabilities Act. You're going to have to climb up and down stairs that are from 10,000 years ago. What if you fall off the side of a cliff?
Well, I'll make sure the
Yeah,
insurance
he's
policies are
fucked.
paid.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. If you come back, if there's some questionable, oh, dad fell off a cliff in Italy things, I'm gonna have to do some investigating.
You was born over there, Tony?
No, I'm true blue American.
True blue. A true blue
And
American.
I'm true blue because I've never
Where you was born,
cheated
Chris?
on a lady.
Here, New York?
Huh?
You
I was born in New York. What hospital, Dad?
St. John's,
What day?
August 26th,
Ah, your birthday's
1984
coming up.
at 8:34.
8:34 a.m. Who was the doctor?
I don't know.
What can you do?
But I was calling every birthday, 8:34. I call him.
Yeah.
I remember when
He used to answer no more. He doesn't answer anymore.
I remember when I was born, and they took me to the hospital. You know that all babies come out crying and everything. Of
course.
They come out crying. When I was born, they slapped me in the cheek and everything. I didn't cry or nothing.
Which
They-
cheek?
They
Which
stick the finger up my butt, and I came out screaming, crying.
Oh, so that's how it happened.
That's what it is.
The guy
So
gave you a slap on your ass cheek, put his finger up your
Nothing.
butt, and you became
The
gay.
doctor-
Once
made
they
you
put
gay.
something up my butt, I came out smiling.
that's what it is. Yeah. So I think on this July 4th, Dad, where do you think we asked Jerry this early in the pod?
What?
What do you think? No, I'm talking to my dad. What do you think the status of America is now? How July 4th? Are we divided? Are we going to make it? How do we get America back to its glory?
Well, we're going to make it. We've had rougher times in this, and we came through with it. But the people have to come together.
How do they come together?
Somebody has to band them together and be in one country, America. Because wherever they go, this is the greatest country. I don't care what's happening right now. This is still the greatest country. But we have too many liberals, too many people who want to tell you what to say, what to do. If you say something wrong, you get crucified. No, you can't have that.
Can't have that. You're going to tell them in Italy that this is the greatest country that ever existed.
Sure.
Tell them right to their dumb Italian faces.
I will. You know what I'll tell them?
Even
What?
if you look at somebody.
Back-to-back world champions.
That's what it is, baby.
I
Right in their
think
dumb face.
America is never going to get great again.
You don't think America's ever
No,
going to get
it's
great again?
It's going to get worse.
Why?
It's just
So
gonna get
polar
worse.
opposite from what Tampa Tony said.
Yep.
So what's your reasoning for
It's
it?
just going to get worse and worse and worse. This world is coming to an end.
No.
You think?
Yeah.
No such thing as the end of the
This
world.
world is coming to an end.
No
It's
such
just
thing.
going to keep getting worse and worse. Every day it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
But Jerry,
They're
how do we
just
fix
shooting
it?
cops for nothing. They're just shooting anybody. They just shoot you walking around the street, minding your business. They just come and shoot you everywhere.
Right.
They throw you on the fucking train tracks. Running crazy ass maniac, running with weapons, just stabbing you in the back. This lady was going to a store, fucking maniac comes and stabs her in the back and keeps on going.
Well, the bigger issue is mental health. That's the bigger issue.
Mental health.
That's
Mental
the
health.
that's the bigger issue.
These guys ain't no mental health. These motherfuckers, they know what the hell they doing. They know what the hell they're doing.
But
They
they're
know how to
comparing.
pick a gun and shoot. They know what the hell they doing.
Yeah, but it's called the copycat syndrome. They see it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think personally,
Exactly.
who's a blame too is television and movies, that they normalize violence and you watch TV in another country, they don't they might be saying curse words, but you don't see anybody with an AK-47 blowing somebody's head off. But in America, they won't say shit, fuck, or piss on TV, but they'll show on regular morning television somebody getting their head blown off.
Look,
So what do you think
Right.
that does to people?
And the video games.
And the video
And
games.
the video
They
games.
even go into church and start shooting mad people. People that are worshiping the word of God.
They're shooting kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's
religion's
this-
gay.
There's this little kid on TikTok. And this lady is questioning him, telling him, what you want to be when you grow up. And he said, a murderer.
A murderer.
I want to kill people.
Well,
And
do
Kid,
and-
a small little kid.
And it probably will.
you keep those vibes out for the people in your life? Like, there's a few people in my family where I'm like, oh, they could be a shooter.
Yeah, I almost think people shouldn't have basements anymore. Like, you shouldn't allow your kids in a basement anymore, because I just feel like they go down there, it's grungy, it's dark, all they do is play video games. If you're going to play video games like that all day, every day, I feel like you got to do it in the sunlight. Like, you have to do it in a room that has floor-to-ceiling windows with radiant sunlight coming in, because these kids, they don't see the light of day. For weeks and weeks and weeks, they're just in there playing games in this virtual reality.
I think it's more the online communities of creeps.
Yeah.
that are egging each other on. The video games don't matter as much as
Can we just all come together, unite, and just get rid of Zuckerberg? I mean, he is as evil as Hitler. Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He's literally as evil as Hitler. He just get his fucking dumb company out of here. The internet didn't work. It was an experiment that just didn't fucking work. So now we got to get social media out of here. It's killing our kids. It's killing everybody. My dad got kicked off Facebook 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in a 3-day timeout.
No.
Wait, what'd you get banned for? What'd you say?
I was bashing Trump.
Yeah.
Right? And 'cause my friend sent me a text. Oh, Biden did gas is so much. He wants to tax. And then he said, well, he says, stupid Biden.
Oh, Pimp just dropped the iced coffee because he has COVID.
I'm trying to light you. Yeah, I do.
Oh.
So he says Biden don't even realize that the gas companies are only getting 3% of that money.
Right.
All the rest goes to taxes. So
Interesting.
but
Is that true though?
yeah, no, it's true. I looked it up. It's true.
Now, would you sacrifice your freedom on the internet? Like, I would let the government just shut
No,
down.
no, no.
Me too.
I want to. I'm all for shut all social media out.
Me too. Or charging money for it. Make it $10 a month to weed out the idiots. I am all for social media being an experiment that needs to absolutely go.
It's
What do you think,
dangerous.
Jerry? Are you done with
think
social
the
media?
same
I want to
way.
go back to the way the world used to be.
I'm not in social media. I don't do social media. I don't listen.
You're
to
on social media.
Just
What?
You're on Instagram. We're talking about
Not
Instagram.
Instagram's Facebook. I don't be.
No, but
that counts.
Instagram is
that
social
counts.
media.
That's-
Yeah,
yeah,
it's true.
forget about it.
I'm telling you, now I'm at about a month and a half of not having Twitter, and the positivity I have in my life is insane from not having Twitter, just having Venetia run the Twitter and letting her get the mental abuse.
Hey, that's my girlfriend. Be
I've been
careful.
watching.
Wow, is
I'm
Venetia
talking
your
about-
girlfriend? Whoa, new Chrissy Chaos love update. Venetia and Tampa Tony dating. Oh, yeah, because you guys went out on a date to the Soho house.
That's right. We went out. And my wife wants to
You
know who that lady
talking
was.
about-
Yeah, my dad walked in there with New Balance sneakers and ordered a cheeseburger.
You talking about Trump, my man? You think he'll be president again? You
No,
think
if he is, I'm shooting myself. I'm telling
You're going to
you
shoot
that.
yourself
Why?
with Trump? What about
Why?
DeSantis, your governor, Florida governor?
He-
He's better than Trump.
DeSantis might win only because now he's doing all these social programs in Florida. So, he's getting the middle class.
trying to get
and poor
back in?
people.
He's gonna get back in.
No, he's
that,
not gonna-
that
no,
dude.
if he-
He-
no,
I don't think the Republicans will let
No,
Trump,
no, you
Trump
don't
back
think
in.
so?
Not even the Republicans will vote him in.
No, but DeSantis might get in.
DeSantis,
If the election was tomorrow, do you think DeSantis would beat Biden or Kamala Harris, whoever runs for the Democratic nominee? Do you think DeSantis would win if the election was tomorrow?
no, because DeSantis doesn't have the Hispanic and black vote.
I think he does. I think they
No.
do have the Hispanic and black vote.
I don't think so.
You think Hispanics and blacks mostly still will vote Democrat?
I believe so.
I don't know.
Those group of people have been promised and promised and promised and promised. They never got anything.
Right, with the
Now, when
Democrats.
Trump was in the same thing. They never got anything. All the
Talking to Mike.
sorry.
Trump is the one who pardoned TiTi Jerry and let him out.
yes.
Trump.
Did you see Trump?
Hooray for Trump! Hooray for Trump!
Clip it.
He threatened
Clip it.
a trade war with Sweden if they didn't release ASAP Rocky.
Do you think that's true?
Oh, yeah.
They said on the news that Donald Trump threatened a trade war with Sweden if they didn't release ASAP Rocky, great rapper, and Rihanna's baby daddy. So he was literally ready to just throw down a war with Sweden to not let out ASAP Rocky. That he is the most not racist president of all time.
No, I don't like Trump anymore
Why not?
because when that happened in Texas,
You are female. You go vice
when
versa.
when
You are
that
a Puerto Rican
happened,
girl.
when that happened in Texas, that those kids got killed in the school, Trump came out talking and he was laughing about it and he started doing a dance because they were all Mexicans and all
No,
that.
that's not
he,
true.
No,
Yes,
no,
he
I-
was. Yes, he was. I wish I could
No,
have
he
recorded.
no, he was.
He was talking about them and he started dancing while he's talking about it.
I don't think he did. Well, you might be right, Jerry. I'm not going to dispute you.
That's what I didn't like about him.
Let's fact check that. I personally don't believe that. Or if that was somebody CGI Trump's face on.
My thing is
Think so?
I don't like Trump. I kind of hate him, but I think Dick Cheney's way more of a villain. I don't get why Dick Cheney got a pass.
I got to see this Dick Cheney movie with Christian Bale.
It was crazy.
Instead, we've been watching all with Delilah the Look Who's Talking trilogies. Yesterday we had to watch Look Who's Talking. Then we had to watch Look Who's Talking 2, and now we're watching Look Who's Talking Now. And Look Who's Talking 2 and Look Who's Talking Now suck. Just Look Who's Talking was good. Every sequel sucks. I mean, it is so bad and so forced, but Delilah freaking loves it.
Those things are like Hallmark movies.
I know.
In the beginning, they lose the guy. At the end, they get the guy.
That's what it is. Every movie, by the way, that John Travolta's in, they find some excuse for him to dance.
Well, he's a good
I was so
dancer.
in love with John Travolta. When
What
he
happened?
Was young. Saturday Night Live, the movie when he did
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Which Pimp had this Saturday night. He still has a Saturday Night Fever.
I was in love with that guy, and he's white. And
Yeah.
I was in love with him.
But he dances.
When
But
he
I
was
think
young. When he was real young.
I think you like a guy who can move like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I can move like that, but I'll fall down. So
That's what it is. Yeah.
you can move like that, right, Chris?
Me? No.
no, Chris
I
has,
can't dance at all.
no,
Go ahead, do the John Travolta dance.
Chris has two
Go ahead,
left feet.
Do the John Travolta dance,
I
Chris. No, don't like this. Do the John Travolta dance. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Here's my Benny Taco. Oh, sorry.
Ben Jocko.
Yeah.
Sitting on the slide. What an episode.
I know.
This man is waiting for me to die and kill his mother at the same time.
That's what it is. Oh, yeah, my mom.
Oh.
Mom today. Maybe I should invite my mom over today. That'd be fun. Just get everybody over there.
Invite her over.
I would invite her over. She's upstate right now.
Oh, she is?
She's doing time in Clinton Correctional Facility. All right, baby. You got any parting words, Tampa Tony or TiTi Jerry? Any last things you want to say?
The Patreon questions are on your phone.
Oh, the Patreon question on my phone. Oh, we got some Patreon questions before we go. Hold on, I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Okay.
Yes, happy 4th of July to everybody out there. Make sure you don't get one of those cherry bombs up your ass. Nah, I just want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Have a great time out there. Have fun. Be safe and enjoy yourselves. Be with the family.
Very good. Always
Yes.
good to be with the family. Always good to be with the family.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. The Patreon questions. You ready? We got Patreon questions.
I'll be there later.
There you go. If you go to patreon.com/ChristyComedy, this is the way you get to become a part of the show, to ask me questions, to ask the guest questions, and there's 70, 80 plus hours of extra content. There's a comedy special there. Patreon.com/ChristyComedy, all for $5 a month. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. First question. What's your worst 4th of July memory? Anybody got a bad 4th of July memory? Anybody blow a hand off, blow a genital off?
I had firecracker right over my eye.
You had a firecracker that went over your eye?
I got too close.
Okay.
And it burnt up here.
When was that?
I was like 15 maybe.
What'd you do? What happened after? Do you remember?
I went upstairs crying to my mother and father.
And that's it.
And they said, "You stupid bastard, why you get so close?"
What about you? Any 4th of July memories?
I remember 4th of July. I was younger. And instead, you know those rockets that you light them and they go up? Instead of me doing it the right way, I did it backwards. I lighted it up backwards, and it went straight into my chest, all over.
Oh
That's
my
what
God!
I remember.
they
I
have
lighted
boobs
it up
now.
backwards instead of lighting up the other way.
At least for you, that's not the first
No.
time something exploded on your chest.
No.
Does TiTi have any prison ghost stories? The fact that somebody's
I
asking
already
that
said
means that they don't listen to the fucking podcast.
I
Who is
said
that?
my ghost
David
story.
Aragon. I'm going to come over there and beat the shit out of you if you ask
I
that
said
question
my
again.
ghost story
He said
about
a million
Clinton.
prison ghost stories. Listen to the podcast.
Yes.
What's the worst state to live in? People want to know. The worst state. What do you think, Dad? Worst state to
think-
live in? It's got to be like Mississippi or something,
I
right?
think on the worst state, I don't know.
What's the worst
I only
state?
lived here in New
I
York.
would say California.
California, worst state. Wow, why do you think?
Too many liberals. A lot of crap goes there,
Too much and no water.
and they keep supporting the young lady there. What was her name? Speaker of the House.
Oh, Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy
Her husband's a drunk
Pelosi.
driver. Husband's
He
a
is?
fucking drunko. Yeah, he drove drunk. He was probably on Epstein's Island. What about you? Have you ever done prison time in another state or only in the state of New York?
The state of New York.
So you've really never been to any other states
No.
besides Florida?
Just Florida and Las Vegas and Puerto Rico.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so when you met Chris, you started traveling.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
You're a lucky devil.
Lucky
Okay.
me.
If you could design your own heaven, what would it look like? What would heaven look like to you, Dad?
Heaven look like to me would be
What do you want?
sporting events all over the place.
Okay.
And you're walking free. Everybody's saying hello, how are you, what you doing? Watch the game. No cursing. Of course, eating hot dogs. That's a story for another day. And that would be heaven.
Okay.
Heaven.
Eating hot dogs. What about you?
Yeah, heaven
about
for
you?
me will be like Chippendales.
Okay.
A whole bunch of naked men dancing. Oh, so many men. So many men.
So
Yeah,
little
man,
time.
There's a song like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would my heaven be? My heaven, I think, would just be everything in around me is a Klondike bar. And I could eat anything. I can just eat Klondike bars. The house is a Klondike bar. The people are Klondike bars. Everything's just a Klondike
Yeah, but
bar.
now you have to shave your eyebrow.
How about you, Pimp?
What would you do for a Klondike
How about
bar?
you?
Yeah, what would your heaven be?
You're thinking it right now.
I don't know, just someplace quiet with people I like.
Yeah, just tripods and switchboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
A whole bunch of people with cameras
Okay.
taking pictures.
Here's the last one from Mackenzie Willard. By the way, so David Aragon asked about the prison ghost stories. So I'll punch him in the face. Yeah. Kyle Gervin was the one with the 4th of July memory. Christian Reyes is the one who just asked the question. Allison Massey was the one who just asked the question about the heaven, which was a good one. Christian Reyes wants to know, what is your favorite state flag and favorite city to do comedy in? Very generic but genuine question. So my favorite state flag is the New York state flag. I'm sorry, no, my favorite state flag. My favorite state flag is the California state flag because it's got a bear on it, and I believe that I am a bear in a twink's body. And my favorite city to do comedy in, believe it or not, obviously New York because it's home and I love New York, but Chicago. Chicago. I love doing comedy in Chicago, and I'll be there September 30th, and your boy is excited.
we're like one person.
Yeah, I love Chicago. Now, here's Mackenzie Willard. This is the final question. If you had to fight a cereal mascot, which one would you pick? What cereal mascot would you like to just beat the shit out of? Do you even know who's a cereal? The only one I know is Tony the Tiger.
That Applejack
Tony the
cinnamon guy
Tiger.
always annoyed me.
Yeah.
I like Sugar Smack.
You like Sugar Smack?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dad? What's your what cereal mascot do you want to beat up?
Captain Crunch?
My dad just eats Raisin Bran.
The Sun?
The son? Yeah.
I'll take.
Oh. What else is a cereal? The cinnamon
The
toast.
Trix Rabbit I want to fucking.
Oh, the Trix.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
like,
the rabbit.
literally to hold the Trix Rabbit down and
Trix.
rape it.
I'll take the. I'll be Daffy Duck.
Oh my God!
Daffy Duck.
He doesn't even have a cereal, you retard.
Yes, he does. Tony the Tiger gave it to him.
Oh, Tony the Tiger gave Daffy Duck a cereal? I love it, man. That's it. Chrissy Chaos. Who gives a shit? Follow us all. ChristyComedy.com. Tampa Tony, TiTi Jerry, at The Homeless Pimp. We are every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Love you guys.